Obviously, you have a lot of great matchups that's coming into the rest of the conference. The Timberwolves are a team that's been looking really good all year. They were jockeying for position between the Oklahoma City Thunder and Denver Nuggets, and they kind of got beat pretty bad. I think it was at home against the Phoenix Suns, and that's who they're getting in this first round. So they have something to prove against them. And then the play-in matchups are really something I'm looking at. The Warriors against the Kings, we know what kind of series they gave us last year in a game in 7 games. In a one-game situation, the Warriors unfortunately are on the road against Sacramento. And you kind of just think about like all the stuff Draymond's been through this season. If he could have just, really controlled himself and honed in some of his emotions, the Warriors would probably be in the top 6. They wouldn't even be in this spot. So I think with all those type of things to think about and changes that could possibly happen next year, Clay, are you going to bring him back? Are you going to reshape things around the Warriors? With all those things kind of hanging in the balance for their future, I think that makes it a very interesting thing for the Warriors because you look at them being in the 10th spot and them being in the 6th spot. It's only a few spots as far as seeding, but those mean two different things for how the Warriors move forward in the future. So with all that at stake, I think it's very important. And then lastly, the Lakers, low key, if you're them, I wouldn't say lose the game on purpose, but I think being the 8th seed is better for them. Kind of similar to how they got the perfect matchup against the Memphis Grizzlies. I would like to play against the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Denver Nuggets, who they're currently, if they were to win this 7-8 game, you're playing Denver in the first round. You're not even playing a Denver team that's been through some, tough rounds of the playoffs. Jamal Murray just came back. He'll be a lot more fresh, and you haven't beat them in so many games in the past few years. So, that's going to be very interesting for them because you're even if you beat Denver in the first round, then you have Minnesota, who's been pretty much like number one or number two all year. Phoenix, who has Devin Booker and one of the greatest players of all time, and Kevin Durant, versus the Oklahoma City Thunder side, where you have a size advantage in that matchup. And then you have the next round, you're looking at the Clippers, who you've had recent success against. You can beat them in some areas, and then if Kawhi's not playing, and then Dallas, who you can fare up against well more than anybody on the bottom side of the bracket. So that those are some interesting things to look at over there. But I think the Clippers and the Mavericks are what I look at for the first round specifically.